Leitzim and scoffers, latzon chamdu lahem. They coveted, they desired scoffing. So the Vilna Gaon explains like this, right? That we know there's no physical enjoyment to leitzanut, halashon hara. There's no physical enjoyment, but there's a certain sweetness. A sweetness of Aveira is a certain sweetness that someone who speaks lashon hara and leitzanut that they have. So he says, where does it come from? Where's that desire come from? So he says, because it's a very big Aveira, so therefore it's a big desire. So he explains. He explains like this. He says that everything, simcha, that a person has, is a person has a desire for something, and he has, it's his ruach, his spirit wants something, he wants something, and then, so he's not settled, he wants it, and when he gets it, it's nachat ruach. It's a calming of the spirit, and that brings a big simcha. That's the simcha of a person. That's what's the simcha of a person. So he says, in every mitzvah, it comes with it a ruach. Mitzvah goreret mitzvah. It develops a ruach in a person, that he wants it, and when he gets it, it's a certain nachat ruach, and that builds to have, again, mitzvah goreret mitzvah, that builds to have a teshukah to do it again. And it comes again, a ruach to do it again. It builds up the desire to do it again. So that goes zel umatzeh. That's for good and for no good, for mitzvot or for the koach hakedusha, or the opposite for the koach hatuma. So he says the biggest mitzvah, the highest level of mitzvah, is learning of Torah, divrei Torah. So that comes with the biggest ruach. That brings a biggest ruach of kedusha. Comes with it. And on the other end of the spectrum, what's on the other end of the spectrum is using words improperly. The biggest kedusha is using words, the koach hadibur, for the good, learning Torah. And the opposite side of the spectrum is words that are asur, lashon hara, leitzanut. So that brings the biggest ruach hatuma. So the ruach is very big. So anything that has a big ruach, a big spirit, so there's a big simcha when the ruach wants something very much, and when it gets it, so there's a big simcha, big nachat ruach. So that's where the sweetness, since it's such a big avera, so it has such a big ruach, so that's where the sweetness of a person who's into lashon hara, where it comes from, that drive, that urge, and that mitikut to speak lashon hara. Obviously, then the eitzah is to switch it over to something equivalent and much greater, is the ruach of kedusha, which is the words of Torah.